On Twitter, there has been a boom of Silver and Sage fan art, like crazy. Mainly Silver over Sage, but still, they both have gotten so much attention recently. And it's just great. It's great to see. And I figured I might as well give my little thoughts of what I think the lore could have been. And now the thing is, I try to stick as close as I can to the canon and try not to make things a little too crazy to where like characters from entirely different universes are shown up in there or something, like the IDW characters or like the Archie characters. I try to refrain from that. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Man, this breaks me. Don't do that.
I love
man.
that though. I love that.
I mean, like, what would you do about Blaze, right? Like, cause
no, Blaze is gonna be gone too, cause she's also like old. She's like a long time ago. She's like during Sonic's time. You know what I mean? But no, honestly, genuinely speaking, I actually like this stuff where unless they do something like 06 where they actually explain, instead of like just her being there, they actually explain how she got there. It's like, it shows. It really puts in the emotion and it really shows what Silver goes through and all the pain he has to endure because he's made friends from the past, not from the future, from where he's from, you know what I mean? So I feel like that would give us a closer connection to Silver himself, and I think that's a good thing. As much as it hurts to see Sonic gone and all them, but it's a good thing because we're like in his shoes, literally. I feel like they need to have like a Silver game, like a one-on, like an actual straight up Silver game where it's actually happening. And yeah, I mean, if Sonic shows up, they'd have to make a good story out of that because they need a good reason why Sonic shows up and how he shows up. Obviously, he's from the past. He's dead. And they need a really good explanation as to why he's there because I just feel like just putting Sonic in there it needs to be a good idea. Can we just actually have a Silver game where we experience what it's like in his view where he does not see Sonic at all? So it's like, bro, can we just have that?
Shadow is still roaming there. Now, I'm sure Sonic would show up here at some point, but I wonder what...
Sonic? No, I don't think so. But, Shadow... What I would think... Okay, so in 06, they said the society was going to go against him at one point because they were afraid of him with his power, right? So what I could think of is, like, in the future, Shadow probably just goes crazy or ballistic and something goes wrong. And yeah, I feel like that could happen and they had to trap him up. And then once Silver tries to free him... Well, then again, he probably already knows that Shadow caused a bunch of chaos. But I don't know, it'd be very, very interesting stuff. Something that broke Shadow over the edge, you know what I mean? Or like something just malfunctioned because you gotta remember that he's artificial. So something could have malfunctioned for Shadow. And that'd be very interesting to see. I'm telling you, Sonic in general, like the franchise in general has so much potential. They could do crazy things with the story. 06 proved like, obviously, not the game or anything, but I'm talking about like the story. They proved that they could handle like big stories. So it's like they could do some crazy stuff. Look at that, bro. That's insane. Let me see. What's the image? Is that the second image?
Look at this, dude. The whole ass.
Yeah, like this right here. This might be Metal Sonic 3.0 if I had to guess. But bro, that's crazy.
Video game. Sage at the end, is saved, right? I don't think they would destroy Sage. I think at the end of the day, Silver would be able to save her. And make her understand, like, look, like...
I feel like there should be a good and bad story with this game. Or it could be a what if. I feel like things need to be very unpredictable. I get kind of tired of knowing that, oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, Silver's gonna save everything. Or, like... And it's just like, I don't know. I get tired of that. So it's like, I want to change things around. Make things a little bit more interesting. So if you do want that to happen... The best way I would say it is to have a good and bad ending. And then maybe even have a true ending, just like in Sonic Adventure 2, where, you play as Sonic's team and Shadow's team, and they have true story. I feel like that would be interesting if they're gonna be doing that, because I still really want to see, like, what if this happened, or you need to do both stories to make this happen. I get kind of tired of, like, knowing that everything's gonna be fine. Or they can do the game in parts, where it could be like part 1 and then we're left at a cliffhanger, and then they do the next game eventually. And I feel like that would be very interesting. Yeah, no Archie, none of that. Not Shadow being Silver's dad. You know, nothing crazy. And then now that Sonic is gone, Metal Sonic is still here. Either he's Metal Sonic 3.0, or there could be like the normal Metal Sonic that we've always known. And Neo kind of just rejected the original Metal Sonic. I guess Metal Sonic could have like turned against her and is in now with Silver, where he's kind of acting more like Sonic as if he was there. So I think that's very interesting for Metal Sonic to take over Sonic's role. And then Shadow obviously still being there in general. Either he's the bad guy as well, or he's in their team and stuff like that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. If you want to check out any other videos I have, you can always check here. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye.